Barak, Shalom, everyone. It's Out the Box Kingdom. Talk with me, Out the Box Kingdom. I hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful yum. I just wanted to come on here because I know yesterday I was talking to the daughters of Zion about the Most High wanting to heal us from what we've been taught in this broken system and looking at ourselves in a distorted lens versus in the lens of Abba Yahuwah. And what I mean is we've been made in his like image. We are fearfully and wonderfully made, and there's nothing inferior about us. There's nothing ugly or degrading about our hair. And we can see it all around us when certain people want to reciprocate or copy yet, but don't want to acknowledge where their inspiration come from. And that should tell you about yourself, not in an arrogant way, but as a confident building way, right? But however, we know that because the generational curses, there has been trauma, and that trauma has a lot to do with rejection and self-hatred. And self-hatred the adversary has used that in a very cunning way by wanting us to hate our skin, wanting us to hate our hair when it's beautiful. Yahusha hair was like wool. Look at our hair, like wool. The trees, even their hair grows out like our hair does. You know what I'm saying? And I was just saying, allow the Most High to heal you within, because when it starts in the inside, it reflects on the outside. You don't have to put in what they say, no serums to brighten your skin. The Ruach HaKodesh is going to do that itself, right? Because we know even in scripture that said that even Stephen's skin shone like a messenger. You know what I'm saying? Moshe's face shined like a messenger when he came from the presence of Abba Yahuwah. So that just showed that was just a natural glow that naturally came because in the inside was pure. You see what I'm saying? So, as I was watching something earlier and it was a message about Abba's Yahuwah's timing for everything. I wrote this poem way back in like 4 years ago. And I did it as with music on there, but of course it was with the wrong name. But I praise Abba Yah that you can always rewrite if you need to, right? And so when I sat there today, I said, you know what, Yah, today will be a perfect day, the perfect time to give this message, or should I say, share this poem, right? And I think I've shared this poem before here on TikTok, but I'm gonna share it again. Why? Because it's a needed on-time poem. All right. So the original title of this poem was The Healing of a Black Woman's Soul. But I decided to change it to The Healing of a Hebrew Woman's Soul. Why? Because we know what that title came from. Instead, I'd rather give the appropriate identity title, and that's a Hebrew woman. I'm still going to use Black in there, but y'all know when. But I'm just going to go ahead and share it. So I call this poem The Healing of a Hebrew Woman's Soul. The song that used to empower me has shown its false pretenses in this society. I am not my hair. I am not my skin. A song that India Ari used to sing. An anthem to uplift me, but it couldn't cover the wounds of my broken soul. The torment that followed me for centuries, being in this cage cell of who I'm supposed to be as a strong Black woman. Strong, but keeping silence on family infidelity and secrets. Sophisticated, yet blinded when picking a gentleman. Beautiful, yet a broken vessel. Trying to hustle and bustle, and yet my pocket still got holes. The holes of trying to fit in a system that is set against me. Conditioned as a child to hate how Yahuwah created me. I wanted to just love my hair and let it just be. But instead, it became a concentration camp of what was considered as pretty. Burnt by perms and straightening combs, the scars of burnt scalp and heat damage to my curls, to be hidden by weaves in denial that it was not doing any damage, but it was doing some damage. That all has become lies that has resulted in broken edges to patches of baldness, ashamed of what self-hate has done to me. The addiction of false covering has become a bondage to me, a cell of what can I do to be appealing to you. I'm trying to change me, and yet cultures around me are trying to be the mockery of surgeries, to be the natural shape Yahuwah has given me. I can say no one understands me, and that will be as lies that I tell myself that has misery. The devil's mind game of a Black woman's soul, tortured and bullied, that brown skin was ugly, dirty, and filthy. The body was appealing to the eyes of sexual perversion. Even the Black sitcoms has tried to deceive me that in order to save my soul, I must sell it to demonic sororities. I know that Yahuwah never said that this was my destiny. My soul cried out, Allua, come and save me. He heard my cry and began to heal me. The onion layers of pain, shame, and rejection and self-hatred he peeled away, me refusing to play the devil's game. There was no peace within me to fit in this broken society, suppressing the beautiful life within me like a python snake. Yahusha is the one that showed me the way, that all I needed to do was love me, the fearfully and wonderfully made me. Every day he began to compliment me, embracing me with his love. And I began to see my life come back to me. My skin began to glow, full of life. My hair began to grow like a beautiful tree. And my smile, it never faded away. I have no regrets that I let go of the false identity. There is more freedom that I found just being the Hebrew woman with a kingdom purpose that Yahuwah has given me. And so I just wanted to share that with my daughters of Zion, sisters, Akutiums, because I know a lot of y'all can relate to that poem. What beauty became torturous for us versus just letting your hair be, letting your skin be, letting your shape be. And it's so interesting that the Most High is uprooting the false pretenses we've been taught of what beautiful looks like. You know what I'm saying? It has become unnecessary stress. But the moment you come into truth and allow the Most High to do the reconstructing and work in the inside of you, like I said once before, facing those Goliaths, you'll be able to be transparent without shame. Before sin came into the world, remember Adam and Koa were naked and they had no shame. They didn't even know they was naked until they ate from High Satan's tree, that fruit, right? That forbidden fruit that the Most High told them not to eat from. And this is where sin and shame, rejection, all these things, pointing a finger at the other, and not taking responsibility and accountability for your actions. This is where that came in at. So the Most High has to get to the root and uproot those rotten fruit so you can begin to reflect the fruits of the Ruach. And so embrace your hair. Love your skin. There's natural things out there to help your skin. There's turmeric, there's honey, there's oak soap, whatever you need to do. Do the research and allow the Ruach HaKodesh to show you the solutions to your problems, right? But the beauty really begins within. And only the Most High Yahuwah can bring that to surface.